see like what was their thought process going into the game and things of that nature. So let's see what they got going on.
The question that comes up a lot to us at Insomniac Games is, are you going to make a Wolverine game that is as violent, as visceral as the character in the comics?
Another thing too, YouTube, please do not demonetize my video because of all the blood and the gore. Y'all do it in Mortal Kombat. Just please don't. Just leave my video up, please. Thank you.
Working with Wolverine is interesting because part of the route to who he is that he's an unreliable narrator. He has gaps in his memory. So Wolverine doesn't really remember a lot of his life, and that's got to be an extremely frustrating aspect.
He's this ball of rage and fury, but then he could turn on a dime and he could be very, very kind and tender in the next moment.
When we're casting for someone like Logan, what we're looking for in character traits are someone who can convey a lot with very little being spoken.
When you have that first moment that we show in gameplay, there's so much emotion that you can feel behind his eyes. He looks relentless, he looks gritty, he looks angry, but also he looks maybe a little sad.
That level of acting and being able to just deliver that performance with believability across both spectrums was something Insomniac, ourselves, we all agreed he's the one. We don't need to see anybody else.
Hey, I'm Liam McIntyre, and I play James Logan Howlett in Marvel's Wolverine. That's not bad. That one.
Yeah, he's got the voice for it. That's for sure.
They know what Wolverine is, who he is.
Yeah, I was about to say they look like they took his mocap. I was about to say the guy looks like what they did in the game. So they did. It seems like they did take his mocap, and I think they probably imported some of his facial features into the character. Hey. And I saw a lot of people on Twitter over here talking about, you know, why can't we get somebody besides Australian actors to play Wolverine? Dude, the guy sounds like Wolverine. Now, if they could have got the guy who done the voice acting for all like the Deadpool video game and X-Men and Wolverine and the X-Men, that guy, what's that fella's name? Let's look it up here. Now here's Logan. That every time I hear that and hear him, Steve Blum. That's the guy's name. Every time I hear him do Logan, it's like, man, that is Wolverine. But yeah, guys, if anybody outside of Steve Blum, give him a chance.
To try and find the essence of who Wolverine is, especially as it applies to our story. People hurt him, people take from him, people betray him. He still fights for people who can't fight for themselves. It's one of the greatest honors of my life.
I really would love to know how long they've been working on this game.
One of the coolest things I've ever got to do.
The entire game is built around staying true to the Wolverine experience.
And then how do we want
Like
to put
it?
our Insomniac stamp on that? How do we want to put our own spin and creativity, but still give something new and fresh the fans are going to be excited about?
We know about that Insomniac, you know, spin on stuff. Now, we know Sweet Baby Inc., you know, again, we're not going to get that deep into it, so we know what Sweet Baby Inc. represents. Now, they had their filthy hands, Sweet Baby Inc. did, on Spider-Man 2. We saw how I felt about that game from a storytelling standpoint. They had their hand in the storytelling. They dropped them. Supposedly. I don't know how 100% true that is. Now, actually, let's look that up right quick. Anyways, there's nothing on it. But there is basically a lot of people are going around saying that you know, Sweet Baby Inc. doesn't have their hands and imprint on this game. There are a couple. I think there's a creative designer who worked on the game that got canceled in like 2 weeks by PlayStation. What was it called? I can't remember whatever the game was. Everybody knows the game I'm talking about. It was the game that came out by PlayStation. It literally failed and got canceled in 2 weeks. Oh, I cannot remember what the name of the game was. It came out in like 24. roughly. What was the name of that game? Came out in 2024, I think. I cannot think of the game. Concord. Yep, that was the name of the game. So y'all know Concord. Obviously, the creative designer from Concord. Everybody was posting on Twitter that she has her hands in this game. So you know, who knows? That's the Sweet Baby thing's a big question mark going into this game.
It's the full package. It is a level of detail that we've never been able to do before.
You could see it in the trailer. You can see
the detail's great.
You can see blood in between the little lines of his teeth.
Mm-hmm.
I love the attention to detail.
It's exciting that we're going to be able to bring that kind of fidelity to players.
Wolverine is a character who goes to many places through the comics.
You'll see the Canadian wilderness, you'll see Japan.
There's a shot where Logan is sliding down that rooftop, and you can see the breadth of Madripoor and Lowtown.
Ooh, that looks
so
nice.
It's nice teasing the depth and the amount of characters that we'll be seeing in the game.
I wonder what type of free roam element we're gonna have.
Is there,
oh, what was the fella's name? It said something red.
Omega Red.
Omega Red, yeah, that was his name. Well, I don't know why I had Cyclone, but Omega Red. Don't know who that is. Don't kill me for it. I'm a big Wolverine guy. Wolverine's like my top 6 favorite comic book characters, and I literally do not know who Omega Red is. So do not kill me for that.
Appearance, Mystique is there, and there are some hints to other characters that fans of Wolverine will recognize for sure.
Another visual element of Marvel's Wolverine is the blood. The blood tech that was put into this game is pretty phenomenal.
There's a part in the trailer where
Literally, I know having to do a 360 from doing a family-oriented type game like Spider-Man, where you have no blood at all. I don't even think blood is even exhibited in the game. Period. Even when you punch Spider-Man, he might have scars and stuff, but it's very light. When you go from a game like that, granted, this ain't the same dev team who worked on Spider-Man, but when you're going from a game like that, and then you make this game where it's literally blood, gore, Mortal Kombat on steroids. It's crazy, and it's good to see that they're branching out.
Jumps down, and then he does the claws up through the face. That one I thought maybe was going to be taking it too far, but I am so glad that we have it. It looks fantastic.
Yeah, literally, I guess they're cyborgs.
Combat, making that special, making that feel like him, making it feel different to anything else you've played. That's a tough job. What's so cool for me is there was this one section of the game I got to try. It was just visceral and immediate and so incredibly satisfying. And I was like, this is gonna be amazing.
We're pretty excited about the artwork that we're using on the cover. It's dynamic, it's rough-edged.
You notice it doesn't look like our past games. It has a sense of urgency and forward movement and rage and fury, and that's Wolverine.
Yeah, I mean, I dig it. Me personally, I think the Spider-Man artwork looks a little bit better. They're going for like this artistic type style with the Wolverine cover. Honestly, if they could have got like the game captured there at the end of the trailer, got that on the cover, like with the side claw thing, that'd be nice. But hey, they're sticking, it's just a little minor nitpick.
Things about Insomniac is they are probably the most collaborative group of people I have ever worked with. They make you feel part of their team. That's not something you always get.
We've been in a creative collaboration with Insomniac Games and PlayStation for over a decade now. We've made some of the greatest superhero games of all time. And
that game right there should have been better than what it was with the symbiote suit. Massive. Just cannot get over it. Spider-Man 2018 is superior though. Hey, it's top 3. It's a top 3 This is top 3 superhero game ever made. Don't at me. Spider-Man 2018, like that.
Is the goal, making games that are timeless.
I think fans are going to be excited, but I'm also really excited about it because I'm really proud of what we made. We are focused on making the best Wolverine game ever.
On behalf of everyone at Insomniac
I like the music in the background.
And the Wolverine team especially, we want to thank you for taking time to watch our trailer.
Yeah, man.
Wait to show you more in spring of 2026.
See that right there. If they would have made this the logo, like the cover of the game, like that's hot. Put it in full screen in some way somehow, that would be fantastic. But I think everything looks good. Man, I you know, nobody, and I mean nobody, you know, there's a lot of political stuff going on in the spectrum of gaming and everything else. I promise you, as much crap I give, the media right now and things that's going on with the media when it comes to political stuff, I am rooting for this game to do well. I am. I want this game to do well. I want Insomniac, and I even posted it on Twitter. I will show you my tweet. This is how serious I am. I am literally. I quote tweeted. This is by Flash. I'm cautious about Wolverine, how much Sweet Baby Eat stink is still on it because they turned Spider-Man 2 into dog crap. And I said, all facts, I'm hoping for the best from a storytelling perspective. I thought Spider-Man 2 was a letdown. Hopefully they will bring back the magic from 2018. As critical as I was of the second Spider-Man game, I was underwhelmed. I had so much hype going into the game. I literally spazzed out at my sister's graduation just because the pre-orders for the collector's edition came out and I had no signal, and I was having a panic attack. I didn't think I was going to get my hand on the game. I ended up able to get a copy of the collector's edition. I have the statue and all that, but it was a massive letdown. I didn't like what they did with Venom. I felt like it was, I felt like I was playing Web of Shadows 2.0. It wasn't unique. And there was just a lot of things that I didn't like. I don't like what they did with Miles. Miles got, I don't want to say he got sidelined, but, his missions were just worthless. That's what I mean by sideline. You got to play with Miles, but it felt like Miles Morales just wasn't, like his missions were useless to the story. Like it, and this is another important thing that you got to consider as well when we're talking about this. I went back and played Spider-Man 2018 over again, and I beat it. And then I played the new game plus, and I beat that 100% as well. I 100% it both times. After playing Spider-Man 2, after completing the story within the first 2-3 weeks that the game came out, guys, to this day, I have not touched that video game. I've not went back to play the new game plus. I might turn it. I turned it on at some point, maybe a couple of months ago, just to free roam because I was bored. But I just didn't enjoy the game. I thought Spider-Man 1 2018 was way superior, and we know all the stuff that went behind, the making of that game and the political stuff with Spider-Man 2. So, Insomniac Games, this is a good chance, a phenomenal chance to course correct, make a good video game. It's Wolverine. We haven't had a Wolverine game since the movie game that came out that I never played. Golden opportunity. We already see Mystique, Omega Red, maybe Sabretooth is 100% got to be in here because that's like Wolverine's main villain. Maybe we get to see characters like Magneto and other people with the X-Men. I know there's rumors of Jean Grey being in here. The sky's the limit. Hopefully this can open up doors to doing more characters. Maybe like a Captain America, Black Panther. We know Captain America and Black Panther's got this game coming out called 1940 Civil War, whatever it's called. It actually got delayed till next year as well. But yeah, excited to see what they do. Spring of what is it they said? Spring of 2026 is when we're going to get more news. That's a pretty good, decent time away. So that's what? October, November, December, January, February. We got like another half a year before we actually hear anything about this game ever again, which is kind of bonkers when you're not going to hear about a game for a whole year and a half a year, and the game comes out literally a year from today. Kind of bonkers, but hey, whatever. But that is all that I got for Wolverine, and hopefully it'll be good.